So as promised in a recent video, we are actually getting the Tacoma out and on the trail. And something special about this trip, it's the first time that we've had Little Aspen out, and especially on an overnight trip. We'll see how this goes. So the plan for today is we are going to head out to one of the most unique fire towers that I know of. And then from there, we're gonna head to a lake, set up camp, and enjoy the evening. So joining us today on this excursion is Mountain Ready. They got a pretty sick Tundra that's set up for overlanding. And my baby's in the back making noise. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link to their Instagram in the video description below. And yeah, let's get to this fire tower. So the fire tower that we are going to is on Plum Bob Mountain. And of course, I'm using the sponsor of today's video, Onyx Off-Road, to find it. Surprisingly, this trail isn't even on the app, but I know the coordinates, so I just punched them into Onyx. So now we can find our way. And because the trail isn't listed, I'm going to use the track and trace feature to find it in the future. Onyx Off-Road really is the one-stop app that you need if you're into off-roading. If you want to check them out, use my link in the video description down below. Use coupon code Dirt.Garage to save yourself 20% on your elite membership. Thank you, Onyx, for sponsoring this video, and let's go find this fire tower. Being the first time out with the baby, we weren't gonna pick a crazy, difficult, challenging, or even dangerous trail. The trail going up is super mellow, like you could almost do it in a car, but it is so beautiful. Isn't that the wildest fire tower?
That's pretty neat.
We're driving up and saw the outhouse.
I saw the outhouse and I was like, oh cool, I see it.
What do you think, Sam?
About what? Oh, about the crazy fire tower? That looks like a terrible place to sleep.
So yeah, this is probably the wildest fire tower that I know of. It's just different. It's just a big like needle platform thing. And I would try to climb up there and check it out, but unfortunately they got the ladder all blocked off. And you know what? The trip up here with Aspen, our baby, wasn't even that bad. Sure, it took a little bit longer than it usually would. We had to stop just once to feed. Like we stopped more for filming than we did for the baby, which I think is pretty good. So from here, we're gonna head back down and head to a killer campsite at Koocanusa. So we got a couple of pork chops on the grill, and I think I forgot to mention, but check out this nice panel here from Snail Armor. We got rid of the really dumb ribbed tailgate pattern that like matches this pattern that's in the rest of the truck and gives us a nice flat surface, which is perfect when you're trying to cook or use the tailgate as a workbench or anything. Like a normal ribbed tailgate pattern, like you need to be perfectly on there for the beer to stay. Nice and flat. Nothing's falling over the way it should be. Anyways, get these guys all cooked up and we should be good to go. Well, after dinner, which was, well, about 2 hours ago at this point, my wife crawled up into the tent, tried to put the baby down for the night. She's still awake. First time ever that we've tried to get her down in the tent. Hopefully we can get her down soon. The sun is almost down, which means I'm going to crawl into there too soon. And hopefully, Aspen lets us have a good night. So, you know what? That was pretty awesome. It took a little bit longer to get Aspen to fall asleep than it normally would at home. I think just because it was so bright in the tent. It was a new place. But she only woke up, what, 3 times?
Yeah.
And got up at 6 in the morning? Ish?
6:30.
Yeah, well, that's even
really
better
good.
than at home. so we're laughing. It was definitely a success, and we can definitely bring Aspen out on other trips. Hopefully, maybe even longer than a day.
We gotta get a new percolator before we do that, though.
We do need to get a new percolator, because we currently have no coffee. But, yeah, I think first baby run was a success. What do you think, Aspen? She's currently sleeping.